What up? What up? What up? We are back. Professor T, the final boss. Tony Touch, the man behind the boards. And we are here for the World Series of Spades, sponsored by Bicycle, powered by Trickster Cards, online tournament finals. This is the championship match. And let's set the stage. Team Bowie, two-time defending online champs. And we haven't had a lot of seasons. This is our fourth season because, damn it, I'm counting my season. We actually played more games in my season than we did this season, so I'm counting it. It counts now. But the last two online tournaments, Team Bowie emerged as champions, and they are in the finals one more time. So they are going for the three-peat. Hence the nod to the 93 or even 98 Chicago Bulls versus a formidable team in their own right, 2K9 boys. I'll throw it to you first, and then we'll kind of go through this tale of the tape. What do you think, Tony? How you feeling tonight?
I'm hoping we see some good spades. I think that it's one of those things where it's hard to predict in advance, but it's just kind of how each team's feeling in the night. Bowie's almost always on. 2K9 Boys has had a little bit more of a roller coaster of a season, evidenced by the scores there. But
Yeah. So let's kind of talk about, the records here. So, again, just kind of catch you up. It was essentially around, think about kind of like World Cup. If you follow the World Cup or any kind of tournaments that have like group stages. And so each group or divisions in our case, we had four divisions with four teams, and each team played each of the other teams in their group twice, once with their own rules and once with the rules of the other team. Okay. So each team ended up playing 6 games total in their division. The top 2 teams from each division made it to the playoffs. So we go from 16 to the regular season down to 8. Quarterfinals were, what's today? Wednesday? I don't even know.
yeah, today's Wednesday. Yeah, they're on
Quarterfinals
Monday.
was Monday. We cut it from 8 to 4. Yesterday was the semifinals. We cut it from 4 to 2. And so here are our final 2. Team Bowie, 5-1 in the regular season. So they took 1 loss to Nuck If You Stuck. 11-2 in games. So really the only games they lost were in the match they lost. They ran the table otherwise, and even in the match that they lost, they ended up winning the game. Okay?
I was just going to ask. Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Yep. 4-1 in the playoffs. So again, each match, best 2 out of 3. They lost their one game by 1 point.
One bag.
One bag determined the win there. And you can see the margin of victory there, almost 230 points per game. So when they win pretty big.
I just want to step back from it. Like, one of my favorite things about the World Series of Spades is that there are the home team rules. Like, this isn't just one stock tournament set of rules that everyone gets to optimize for. You have to prove that you can adapt, that you can play more than one kind of spades.
Absolutely. And by the way, World Series of Spades, when we do play live tournaments and we want everybody on one accord, we do have our own kind of house rules. But for the online tournament, it makes a lot of sense to let each team play with their own home rules. So, like I said, that's how we got here. Let's switch over to 2K9 boys, 3-3. So, if I'm being fair, they were, and I put 2 here because they were technically the 2 seed in the Diamond division. The 1 seed could not advance to the final. So 2K9 boys played as the 1 seed throughout the playoffs, but would have normally fell to the 2 seed if the team ahead of them would have been able to play in the playoffs. So 3-3.
I think they proved they were worthy of being here.
What's that?
I think they proved they were worthy of being here.
They are worthy of being here, right? I mean, they did what they had to do. 7-6 in the regular season, but undefeated in playoffs. 4 up, 4 down. So you can't really be mad at that. little smaller margin of victory. But I think that speaks a little bit, not necessarily to like the, let me just kind of say it. And I move down to the rules. Team Bui plays with jokers. Joker, joker, deuce, ace. They do allow nils, and they play blind nils if you're down by 200 points. Which I think we've kind of seen in some previous games where when their opponents go down, they tend to take big swings.
Mm-hmm.
So game couple other day they won by 900 points, 929 points, but that's them taking the other team taking big swings, taking blinds when they should not have, and then you end up where you are.
I wonder, going back, how much of that margin of victory comes from opponents that were in the negative, in the red by the end of the match, because
Yeah,
we saw a couple of those.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And then yeah, and we actually saw when we started the tournament the first week we did have we versus Nuck if you stuck, and that was kind of a big margin of victory too. So they started with essentially a big lead and really never let up off the gas. But the other side of that is 2K9 boys. They play ace high, no nils, no blinds, no blind nils. It's straight up spades, and those rules don't lend themselves to big victories.
Mm-mm.
Right? I mean, it's harder to get set, right? Because there are less spades, and you tend to probably underbid than overbid, right? So less sets, so the games are usually a little bit closer, and both teams end up kind of marching toward the finish line. Just one team crosses first, of course. So
Yeah, anytime you're playing rules with no nils, I feel like you're playing with patience. Like, you don't have the escape hatch if you get a bad hand to turn it into a good hand. So you have to manage your losses and wait until the cards come your way, and then strike when the timing's right.
absolutely, absolutely. So again, here's how we got here. Let's show some cards.
All right, let's see here.
I feel like I need like a catchphrase, like let's get ready to. I'm not going to finish it. I'm not sure if there's like if I say it,
Let's take it to
Mr.
the
Buckler's
table.
gonna uh, you know sue me. Um, so yeah, so game one. Oh, did I mention it's the best of five tonight?
You did not.
Best of five. So first to win 3 games to 500. This has the potential to be a long night, but we'll kind of see where we land. Let's go ahead and deal the cards are dealt. We are
Let's see where the
playing
bidding
with
goes.
Team Boys rules. So Joker, Joker, Deuce, Ace, and nils and blind nils if you're down by 200. Go ahead and run it.
All right, let's
I
see.
see AJ. What's good with your Devin? Is it Devin or Devon? Like go ahead and like phonetically spell it for me because I
Spell it out in
keep
the
saying
chat.
Devon. It could definitely be Devin. So but yeah, cool. So what we got? Is that a 6-4 bid?
It
Oh
is.
gracious. Okay, this feels like a fast forward hand. I'm calling it. This is a fast forward hand.
All right, we let him get a little bit ahead of us, so I think we can do that.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and 2x this one.
Oh, I've just skipped it.
Oh, that's fine too. I mean, listen, 7-6, we took 2 bags there, so there we go.
All right.
And then yeah, like you said, Devon, like Devon, get the tables bet. All right. Are we 2xing or are we just gonna let it ride?
Oh, let's let it ride here. I don't
Okay.
want to catch up with him too fast.
All right, cool. Snapper got a decent hand. One of
There
the
we go.
jokers. I have a little banner over the bottom of my screen, so I don't know which joker. I can move it. Look at that. Look at that. With the new tech, can I move it like totally out my way? I can. I can move it above my face. I don't need to see my own
You
face.
have the power.
I do have the power. Good, good.
All right, so we got the board locked up here.
This is 8-5. Look at that. Okay, cool. So that kind of made up for that 6-4. Like if we were playing in real life, that first hand would have been books made, right? But this one, yeah, this one you got to make your books. So Dig is already kind of punched above his weight class. He already got two books. So we'll kind of see. Anita only needs 3 out of the 4 she claimed. If she gets all 4, she gets the set. But her hand isn't really strong enough to get 4 full books, and she definitely won't get 4 books of her own. So this is going to be an
This might be a little tight to pull 3.
Yeah, I think so too. Yee. Dig only got clubs left.
There's an opportunity. Okay, so she's gonna get 2.
Yeah,
But I'm not sure where that third book's gonna come from.
Yeah, I don't see it. Nope, they are set. Yep. So we talked about who makes the first mistake. The defending chips made the first mistake.
Yeah.
142 to -8 in favor of 2K9 boys. So cool. Did you watch this in advance? Just because you kind of knew to let this ride. I like it.
Just a feeling.
I get it. Yeah, you just kind of be totally contrarian to me. I like it. That's probably worth it. Dig got a little bit of money up there.
A little bit. Let's head over there.
And Sniper went for herself. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably wouldn't bid 6 here, but an 8 and a set is in play. But I'm not Dig apparently. Bet.
All right.
This is championship spades. If I was this is championship spades.
I say Dig's swinging out of the gate here.
Yeah, and they got so they got the first 3. They need the last 10. Wow, this is gonna be interesting, and that's 4. Wow.
So that's 2 sets in a row. Now, hang on, I gotta check the rules again. Do we have any lose if set 3x? Ooh, that's gonna
3-set rule is in effect. So you start with 2. So not only are you down 2 sets, you're also down 300 points after this hand. Right? Unless for whatever reason they get caught
with a renege.
With a renege, yeah. And if you haven't been watching, renege rules in effect. So all the cards are lit up. You know, if a diamond plays, you're used to only diamonds being lit up if you have it. But all of them lit up, so you can renege and you can get caught reneging, and it's an automatic set if you do. So they end up with 8 books. Like I said, I would have probably went 8 in that hand. I didn't see 6. I know they're on video. I know they're on audio. So, you know, Sniper might have called for a possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got another decent hand. But let's see the score. This is a 400. 183 to -208. That's 391 points.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is uncharacteristic for Bowie.
This is not a Bowie game. So I know they're not going to give up, but I almost look at this as all right, shake this first loss off, you know, and you got to get 3 of the next 4. Yep. So what we just saw there, so Sniper went nil. Dig could have, I think they gave Dig the opportunity to pass.
The opportunity to bid blind or
the blind nil. Obviously, you won't go blind nil if your partner goes nil.
No, is it just blind nils?
Yes, just blind nil. So not blind.
So no way that was going to happen.
Yeah, but like their hand was so Sniper looked at her hand, bid a nil, and then Dig, his cards were hidden until he decided to show his hand. But again, with your partner bidding a nil, you're not going to go blind nil. But Sniper has the button next hand, so we might see a blind nil next go round. It's a 7-5 bid, so even 120 point. even a 120-point swing will still be more than 200 points down. So they will have the opportunity to still go blind nil the next hand. Oh, the whole squad is in the building. What's going on? What's going on, Flo? I'll be honest. I'm not sure I see C5. I'm not sure I see 5 here.
I know.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh wow.
this could be game right here.
This could. So let's see how this plays out. Okay, yeah,
There it is.
that is it. We loses game 1, not by score, but by sets.
Give a second to see if anyone wants to call a renege, but I don't think that's going to happen.
But going once, going twice.
That's game.
So 255 to negative 158. Game 1 goes to the challengers. Yeah, in 4 hands. 4 hands, 3 sets, 3 straight sets.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
You got anything else you want to say, or should we move on to game 2?
I don't know what else. I mean, we can do a whole lot of math on these scores, but I mean, this was a beatdown. We talked about B to A yesterday. This is B to A. This was a beatdown, and you would expect it if the teams were different, or at least the losing team in this case was different. But for 2K to beat down Team Bowie like this, even in a game, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, anything can happen in a game, but
and this just felt like we had a few hands of bidding that was just a hair aggressive. I don't know if you've got that adrenaline running. This is the finals.
Yeah, because I guess
trying to make a statement.
Yeah, because I mean, that second hand it was an 8-5, so it was locked up. That third hand they went wheels, and then that fourth hand, just kind of one of those. I don't know. I mean, they bid 5. I mean, 5 is generally say even if your partner goes nil, but then I guess I wasn't watching closely enough. Was he trying to he trying to hold on to that nil too hard, right? Because obviously, making the nil is more points than making the bid.
Well, that, and I mean, they were in the position they had to make both.
They had to make
because
both,
they couldn't afford the third set. So, like, you had to bounce it no matter how you looked at it.
Yep.
You couldn't sacrifice either bid for the other.
Yep. D-Bon in the chat said Tiff and Dig is giving content. They don't make these mistakes. I mean, that's
giving us some drama.
Hey, that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
They just want to make it worthwhile, huh?
Maybe so. Maybe so. Let me ask you questions. Well, so let me kind of lay the land first. We are now playing with these chats is fun. It's fun to watch this in real time. We're playing with 2K9 boys rules. So this is ace high.
Yeah, we're on first hand bid itself. Both teams have board.
First hand bids itself. So that's why we don't see a bid prior to it. They're just kind of playing cards here. And then we'll kind of see where it lands from here.
Yeah, we'll have the scorecard come up here in a second.
Yep. So it looks like an 8-5 for Don and Ray. So first hand 80-50.
We're still doing lose if set 3x.
Yep. Other than that, that's it. This is
everything else is more stock.
Yeah, like factory. this is
factory
settings. And look at this, a 7-4 bid. So the cards are even falling the way of 2K so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Don's
got
the most over here.
Let's look at Don's hand here. This is Yeah, that's a solid 5. I didn't. They don't have any diamonds. Well, I don't know if he only had one diamond, but he doesn't anymore. And he's looking for the king. And that tells him. Let's pause right there. Let's pause right there. Let's pause right there. Can
All
we
right.
back that up?
Absolutely. Here we go.
He is shopping. He plays the jack. He has the queen and he has the ace. Now, of course, his partner doesn't know exactly what he has, but his partner does have the king. Okay. The fact that Ray didn't, well, the fact that the king didn't come out tells Don exactly what he needs to know. He
Yep.
knows exactly who has the king.
Now, this
Okay.
is one of those interesting things, playing with a partner that you're well established with, because in a lot of cases, people will tell you to play that king.
Yes. Yes. Yep. But I mean, this is like I said, they're locked in. Locked in. Like I said, these are two teams that know each other. They know their partners really well. So
Mm-hmm.
this was a fishing expedition, and the fact that he came up technically empty-handed tells him exactly what he needs to know. Now, how many spades Ray has, he doesn't know. So they might still bump heads on at the top level, right? Because they both have 2 spades left. So that king is going to bump up unless he's able to get that king off on a cut, but he's not cutting anything soon. So, but still, this was a very high level play here.
Yeah. Now we got a question in the chat I think we should answer, which is how are the rules alternating between the different games in the
Yeah, good.
event?
So let's go ahead and run here, and then I'll answer Devon's question. Yeah, so essentially it is, again, it's the best of 5 here, and they're alternating rules. So the odd numbers games 1, 3, and 5 will be Team Bowie's rules. Games 2 and 4 will be Ace High for 2K9's rules. And because again, Team Bowie is the higher seed, that's why they end up with home field advantage for the 5th and deciding game. So yeah, they're going to alternate. I know sometimes they do, in a best of 5, they do 2-2-1, where the first and second game would be the higher seed, third and fourth would be the lower seed, and the game 5 again would still be the high seed. But no, they're alternating here, which I kind of like. I like this kind of, you have to go back and forth. There's not one switch, there's at least 2 switches.
So I was going to ask you, so earlier when Don figured out, went fishing,
Mm-hmm.
you see that play the way it does. Do you think that's the moment where he's thinking about going for the set? Now they didn't get it, but
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, but you see, the king didn't come out against the ace or the queen. So that means he was able to get those off without bumping against his partner. So
I mean,
again, really, really high level spades here. So
and I mean, they just made their books exactly. So
yep, yeah. And so they gave Bowie the 2 bags, which is really nice. So again, we are dealing with the highest level of spades here. We started with 16 teams. We end with 2. And I said, as much as we talked about how 2K9 didn't perform as well in the regular season, I mean, so far they are 5-0 in the playoffs. They are 5-0 in the playoffs. They ran through their first 2 rounds, and again, they're 1 up against the champs. So we'll see how this plays out. It is a 5-5 bid, which is not too rare on an ace high, because ace high is just different to bid. Right. If you're not used to playing ace high, then it's just a different animal to bid. So I don't think either team is in trouble of missing their bid here. So yeah, I mean, if we want to this would be an opportunity to catch up a little bit.
yeah,
because that's 5-4. And then Ray has the top 2 spades left. So there's the last 2 books. So he's just figuring out who gets the bags here.
all right. You want to speed it up, skip to the
Yeah,
end?
let's go ahead and snap to the end of the hand at least, because like I said, we already know how it plays out. So 202, 143 in favor of 2K9 boys. 5 bags in the first 3. Three hands, not the worst thing in the world, but we got finally the law of averages has caught up, and Dig and Sniper have gone eights, 8-4 bid, 12 on the table. AJ said ace high is basura. Yeah, I said it. I have my own opinion. I know Tony has his opinion. But it's one of those things, like, once you play it, I mean, like I said, it's an adjustment. But if you go to Don's house, you go to Ray Ray's house, you go to Star Studded's house, you go to D and Reese's house, that's how they play too. So, like, listen, that's
You
just
adapt.
like if somebody who doesn't play jokers, you go to their house and they play in Joker deuce, deuce, right? People who aren't used to that deuce of diamond get really confused. So, door swings both ways. There is a request in the chat for you.
For daily challenges.
Daily challenge and Rutro, I think we have a problem.
Oh, all right, back to the game for the moment.
I think we have a problem. That is the fourth set that Bui has taken in 8 hands of spades tonight.
First one of this game. They've got two they can.
Yeah, AJ, you're right. The card counting is an adjustment. It's a different number of spades. It's a different number of offsuits.
You've got to think more about the offsuits.
Yeah.
That's when you're playing with jokers, you're weighted toward the spades. You're trying to figure out when you start ignoring even the high cards in the offsuits. But
yeah,
now you're starting to wonder, is this queen going to be good?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So to my lessons, I'm going to shout out my lessons, right? And I know nobody in the chat needs this, but somebody who might be watching this stream later on, there are lessons in the Trickster app. You might recognize the shirt if if you watch the lessons, right? But
not I don't think you wore that specific hat in any of them.
But not the hat. No. The hat is a finals. This is a finals exclusive. But but in the lesson we talk about, one of the things I say in one of the early lessons, especially when you're bidding, is never count the queen, right? And there's a few reasons for that. This is really math, really. But in ace high, because there are more offsuits, or more cards in each offsuit, the queen does have a higher probability of making a book. Do I count it still? No, but it turns into a possible that you might not have counted if you're playing with jokers.
Yep.
So
you got to take it into consideration.
Yes, you take it into consideration. And again, when I count possibles, 2 possibles is a book to me. So like I said, I might count a queen as a possible just because, the way the rest of my hand looks. And so, I might catch it. So yeah, what's going on, Kojo? Kojo's in the building. Yeah, series is 1-0 in favor of 2K9 boys, and 2K9 boys are up. Strong lead. What's that, 305? So is that 105?
Yeah, it's 105. That's 200 points.
Yeah, so 200 points. And they are not letting up on the gas. I mean, they got a good hand here.
Yeah.
But DC.
Almost, all right, just 4 out of it though.
1, 2. And see, this might come from not playing ace high very often. Because he's probably going to get 5, maybe 6 by himself. His partner's not going to give him much help. I mean, she has the ace of diamond, but that might be her only book. Maybe cutting clubs, because she's cutting after Ray. So,
I mean, it kind of feels like they should have gone at least 6 together. But
yeah, 6. I mean, they're going to get 7. I'm predicting they're going to get at least 7. I don't think they're going to set, so I don't think they're going to get 9. But I think just kind of the not playing ace high very often is showing a little bit because they went 5 when they're gonna easily get 7 books here.
I also wonder a bit if we're playing a little more bag game, right? We've got one set on this game already. Like it's a little easier. We don't want to repeat a game one
Sure.
where we bid a little too aggressively.
Well, that's another thing, right? And this is one of, so this is kind of a Clint type of thing, right? I know for Clint, if we had more time here, it's like he would play a game and then we would sit and play the next game tomorrow, right? Because Clint likes for teams to sit in that loss, right? Here, you don't get to sit in it. Like you lost a game
You got to shake it
20
off.
minutes ago, right? So yeah, so is it like so
Can you just forget it?
Yeah,
and move on.
You have to forget it. That game is gone. It's not like you're combining scores, right? That game doesn't exist. It is a 1-0 loss.
We got a set here.
I said they're not going to set them, and then they went ahead and set them.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? But that means they got 4 bags.
Yeah, that's a pretty expensive set.
That is, yeah. Yeah, but I really do think that's just kind of a byproduct of not playing a lot of ace high.
So yeah, so they took. So we were saying 6 or 7. They took 9.
Yeah, like I was definitely saying 7.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think they had 9. 7 easy, 8 the way it plays out, but 9 surprised me. 9 surprised me. So I think, if we have some time at the end, I would like to go back and see that hand. So that would have been hand number 4 or 5?
6.
Yeah, that would have been hand number 6, yes, in game 2. So we got some time
Take a note.
Depending on how the rest of these go. But it's an 8-4 the other way this time.
Ooh.
What's going on, Chad? Catch the king. The ace is gone, so Jack is boss. Going to catch the 10. And yep. Let's go ahead and change trump, but don't play the 6 yet. There we go. Get that ace out. And now dig off to the races. Yep, cut it.
Oh.
Interesting. Cut it now. Cut it now, and then you got Diamond's a boss.
There
you go. So
there you go. Saved himself a bag, an unnecessary bag.
Well, I mean, it's the bag to set them, so they both go back. But the set is much more important than the bag.
No, I just meant instead of taking one even further.
Oh, right. Sure. But 175 to 101. So we kind of peek at the score just a little bit. Just a few hands ago, it was a 200-point swing. 2 sets in a row.
I would say we got to be counting sets here too.
Yeah.
So now 2K is looking at like they can't get set again or the game's done.
They can't get set again, and the score is a lot closer. I mean, it's still a 74-point lead. I mean, it's a 7-book lead, but again, we talked about how Bowie chips away. You know what I mean? So
I think what's been so interesting watching them over the past couple of seasons is how they can shift strategies. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
They'll get you by setting you. They'll get you by giving you the bags. They'll get you by just they all, nils. Gosh, how can I forget nils?
Right. So, but because they gave up home field advantage, they're gonna have to take one of these ace highs from 2K to repeat.
Yeah.
So, let's see where this falls. So spades are gone. Spades are mostly gone. So Ray's holding on to that 13th reason.
I think that's the other interesting thing that can happen more often in ace high too, is that you can start playing basically a no trump hand in spades when you're halfway through. If
Yeah.
someone really wants to bleed the spades aggressively,
Yep.
like there's just not enough. Like there's too many spades really to do it in anything with jokers. But
Right. Right. And they're about to take all four of these bags. I mean, all three of these bags on a 6-4 bid. So again, the noose is starting to tighten a little bit. 238, 141. So increasing their lead, but also increasing their bags. And again, they are down two sets. Two
well,
sets to one. So Bowie still has a set to give, if you will,
mm-hmm.
but 2K don't. And so I think you're going to see a lot more conservative bid from 2K the rest of this game. Again, they're nursing a lead, even though, again, they're in bag trouble at this point. But they're nursing a lead so they don't have to swing big. And Devon got a great point. Yeah, this is that bid whist when
Mm-hmm.
once all the trump are gone in an ace high game, it turns into cool. What do you have left? I purposely kept my diamonds, and now diamonds are trump. So
Right. I mean, if you can get the lead and you've got a long suit at that point,
mhm,
you're sitting nice.
exactly. This is a 6-5 bid. Bowie bid 6, 2K bid 5. I would say skip it, but I'm not going to say that because it's not going to be an easy 6 for Bowie to get.
I mean, we're talking the finals here too. I feel we should be a little less aggressive on the skipping of the hands, right?
That's fair. That's so very fair. That is very, very
When we had 4 games to juggle, that was a little different.
fair. That's true. Okay, cool. Well, there's the 6, and they've gotten their 5, so it really depends on who gets. They're going to give Bowie both bags here, but they have bags to collect. They have 3 bags to 2K's 8.
But yeah, that gap's tightening, and you throw them 2 bags, and the lead can change just like that.
Exactly. And Bowie has already taken they've already gone back. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if we're being real, they have 13 bags, but again, this is they've already gone back once. Like I said, their house is relatively clean here.
So 6.
This is going to be a 6. It's probably going to be a 6-4 bid here. Nope, 6-5.
No, yeah, I would say the offsuit here is actually a little
Yeah,
interesting.
they're really, really strong offsuits.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting one. I wonder if that was a bag play, but can we back that up to
Yeah.
the first book here?
Where
So
is this
obviously
it?
partners already won the book,
All right.
but they play the ace. Well, so Don plays the ace here, knowing he has the top 3 hearts from here, right? So even if he didn't play the ace, he would have still the top ones, right? So it's like you play the ace. This is either a bag play or a tempo play, right? Because if it's a bag play, you're just preventing yourself from getting too many bags. Again, you're trying to not go back. But if it's a tempo play, you want the lead.
Well, I mean, throwing the 3 is the only other decision that doesn't put that makes a difference as far as the bags are concerned.
Right, right. So,
Because with the jack out there, the 10, queen, king, ace, it's just whether it's going to you or your partner.
right,
But
right. But the fact that he took it means he has the lead. He ends up playing another heart and gets let's watch it play out. And rightfully should cut, right? But I think this is a 6-5 bid, which means there are two books out there. And Dig is shopping. Okay. That's Yeah, let's just kind of watch this one. Clubs is everybody has one, but sniper. Sniper be sniping. Feed your partner with the hearts that you know they don't have. Cool. All right. Now sniper knows her king is good, and she got diamonds. So diamonds are going to be boss here. But it doesn't matter. They got their 5. But
Yeah,
I
he
guess
made
she
it.
knows now that they're good. So yeah, they're going to take the rest of these books. And Ray's going to make sure of it.
Yeah, this felt like the first half of this hand was each team really feeling each other out a bit to see if they could strike, whether they could strike for a set, and then
338, 265 in favor of 2K9. So as much as we were like, oh, well, they got bags they can collect. 2 hands, they got 4 bags. So now they're back at 5. Right? You can kind of say they're back into bag. What's less than trouble? Wouldn't say they're in trouble yet, but
concern.
bad concern. I like it. 7-4 bid here. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good point. Devon. Yeah, that's a masterclass in the way these two teams are playing. So
We were hoping for good spades tonight. We've been getting it. I mean,
we did.
the first game maybe not so much, but
All right. Well, was that just a bad game, or was that 2K, kind of putting their foot down a little bit?
I mean, it would be interesting if we wanted to go back at some point and like really analyze those first 4 hands.
Sure.
But I mean, we were looking at some of them and feeling those bids were a bit aggressive even before the hands played out. So
We did. We
in,
did.
in that sense, I still lean toward it being a little bit of buoy overreaching,
I
putting
think
the opportunity out there.
that's a fair assessment. So they got their board. And they need 2 of these. And they're going to get 2. So it just really depends on where the bags go. Throw it away. There you go. And if they get one more bag, there's the bag. So they got their 7 on time. So they stay at 5 bags, but 2K get the 2 bags that we was trying to give them. So now Sniper and Dig are in the lead, 335 to 280. This is fun. This is fun.
This is good.
This is me living a dream a little bit. I get to do this for fun from home. So now clean house for them. Bowie is in, like I said, bad concern with 5 bags. They're now in the 330s though, so a little less opportunity to get bags. We know that's not impossible, but 7-4 bid here. So again, there's 2 bags out there. If 2K can give them both bags, then you just never know. So okay. They went 7. That's 4. Yeah, so they're safe. Ruh-roh. They caught the queen. Okay, so now Ray still has a spade, but he's only going to catch one of.
This is interesting.
This is interesting.
This could be the game.
Hearts is boss here. He's going to cut.
He has to.
Has to. Or he doesn't have to.
Well,
he would either cut this one or the next one, but
it
here,
doesn't matter at this point.
This game is over.
Yeah.
It's their third set.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! We are 1-1. We are 1-1.
We have ourselves a match.
240. The score doesn't matter. That was their third set. So we are tied at 1 apiece, and we are going back to Virginia.
All right.
Joker, deuce.
Game 3.
So Joker, deuce, ace, 3-set rule is in effect. Nils are in effect, and blind nils if you're down by 200 are in effect. And sniper starts off with, so both jokers and an ace. So good, but that's her only spade. So this is gonna be an interesting bid because
not a lot to help out.
This is gonna be like a 4-5 bid. Yep. Wang Tang Kiki. That's a fun name.
Let's look at Don's hand because there's a lot of extra books to go around here.
Okay, and
which makes it easier to go after the nil.
He has 4 spades. 4 out of 15 spades, which means he has more spades than somebody else. He actually has more spades than Sniper does. So yeah, this is going to be fun to play out.
Now, Ray over there has 5 spades. Is that what I'm counting? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's safe, but that means you already made your books. You need to stop, let go of those clubs.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, that was. Are they going for the set? Well, no, I mean they're not going to get the set, but that's what I feel like.
So now we have a problem.
Oh, it depends on when they play. Well, so if he plays the 3 here, it's safe. Okay. Yeah, that was. Whew.
That was really close.
So I mean, we have the benefit of seeing all the cards, right? Like
I know it's different when you're playing it without knowing it, but.
Yep. So on a 5-4 bid, they get the nil, but they also get 4 bags in the first hand. But Don was rewarded handsomely for that.
Man, look at that hand.
Might be questionable nil, but again, the rewards is like, hey, no risk, no reward, right?
Yeah. All right, they go 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 is safe. We'll see how the cards play out.
This could be 8. Go for the set.
Yeah, Dig has 4 spades, but nothing big. Sniper has 4 spades, but her highest is the ace. So it really depends on how it plays out. But they only bid 4, so. But they also don't have any face cards. Like, wow, this is. So that's a tempo. Well, yeah, that was a tempo move. That was take the bag. I mean, take the book, go shopping. Found out Ray's out. I mean, Ray only went 2, so he knows the partner doesn't have spades anymore. But now he knows.
Okay.
That was interesting because now he knows he has 2 of the top 3, and he has 4 spades left. So it's just kind of an interesting play why he would not lead spades there, knowing that I think he knows his spades are safe.
Sorry, I missed that last book. Let me just step back a second. Okay, yeah, that was his last heart. Got it.
Mm-hmm. So the board is safe.
Who takes the bags?
And I think that's
actually.
No, actually,
Oh,
he'll take him.
yep.
He'll take the bag. Yep. 225 to 90. So lead. 2K has had a lead in every game.
Hmm.
But again, after two hands, they have five bags. So we'll kind of see how this plays out. Don got another decent hand. A lot of face cards. That's one, two, three. I'd say four here. It's kind of a yeah. I would love to hear. I know a lot of people don't like to really give away their secrets on how they bid, but let's look at let's just pause this for just a second. Let's see. Actually, good. Can you go back up to the beginning of this hand, just so we can see all of Don's cards in the chat? What is this hand? Like Don bid four. We already know that there's a bid here. Is that a four? Would you have gone three? Would you have gone five? Tell me what that looks like in the chat for you.
It'll take us a second to catch up here, but
Okay. Like for me, I do agree with four, but I love to see what others. Again, we do have other professional spades players in the chat, so all right, let's go ahead and run it.
no one wants to speak up.
I mean, they probably they might they probably will once they get there. But yeah, welcome Wang Tang Kiki. Yeah, I mean, I play a little Hold'em myself. I'm not as good as at Hold'em. Like I enjoy. Um, I used to play on an app also during the pandemic. I forgot what it was. It was called Poker with like 6 R's.
There we got some people chiming in.
Yeah, I see. So I played on a poker app, but then, like I said, I stumbled upon Trickster and really haven't looked back. And now that Bicycle is in the mix, you really can't go wrong with where we go. Shout out to Bicycle, and what they're helping to do with what we're trying to do at the World Series of Spades and empowered by Trickster Cards. I think that hat's in the shop now, right?
It's in the shop now. Got it up
Okay,
today.
cool. Anything else? Any new shirts? Any other?
Yeah, we got some new T-shirts and some new hoodies in there. We've got the full chest print now for the logo. They
Oh,
had a
very
few
nice.
requests from that. I believe you were one, Professor.
I was one of those, so I'm gonna be getting my full front and my hat, and I might go ahead and get it personalized because that's what I do. My hat collection. I think y'all saw it a little bit yesterday, but a lot of them have personalized, you know, on it. And yeah, he ended up getting six. He ended up getting six. Yeah, wow. So, yeah, definitely bagging them out here. That's two more bags, 277 to 141 after hand number three. So it's a good chance that Bowie is going to bag out 2K to close this gap.
Yep.
So yeah, AJ said five. Devon said five. Well, four in a shot, four in a strong shot. And then yeah, Jesse and Kojo also said four in a possible. So yeah, everybody was going above that four, and like we saw, he got six out of it. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I certainly
seven
wouldn't have
four.
bid six, but
Yeah. I think that's kind of again with because what was that? Was that a like a 6-5 bid? I
yeah,
don't remember.
it was close.
Yeah, but they gave them bags. So
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you could have won that if they didn't want you to have it.
yeah, right. Like, oh, you're only gonna go four? Cool. Let me give you some extras. Because 2 points is better than 20 points if you're the opponent.
Talking about what we're doing here, though, the thing want to keep reiterating because I think it's cool. Clint was so adamant about getting the renege rule into the game, and these different layers, the different house rules, renege, everything, bringing the play closer to what we would experience in person. I
Mhm.
mean, we don't see them here, but the players at the table are playing face to face with each other.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Like,
So if you notice by the icons next to their names, they're on camera. So whether they're playing on their phone or tablet, on their laptop, they're all on camera. They're all on audio. So they're talking to each other in the app. So while they're playing the game on a virtual table, they are playing face to face, which is really cool.
and they're
So
calling out their possibles through
right.
through through the chat. We don't see that, but that's what part of what they're doing.
Yep, yep. But um actually I do have an answer to that, AJ. 348 to 182, so they gave him another bag.
Every
So
hand
again,
bids
they're
itself.
marching to 500, but they're also marching to 10 bags. So which race is going to end first?
So we have a game for that. It's called Whist, not bid whist.
Huh.
Whist, classic
Where
whist.
every hand bids itself?
Yeah, you're just playing for as many books as you can take every hand.
And so the first to seven wins every time?
Yeah, not as popular these days, but
Well, so it's interesting because so in addition to the lessons I do for Trickster, I've also do live lessons. And recently, it's a really good way to teach spades because you just kind of teach the rules first, right? Obviously,
mm-hmm.
follow suit, don't renege. Make sure you set up your hand correctly, that just to prevent from reneging, things like that. But when we don't bid, it's usually just a first to seven thing, right? And and for the most part, that's almost kind of a luck thing because like if you
Mm-hmm.
just got a good hand, it's almost, you know, more probable than not you're going to get the seven, but it just really gets you to understand, just kind of the flow of the game and like, oh, I should have played this differently. And so by the time you play like four or five hands and then you learn how to bid, it turns into, oh, look, I can play spades.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
that's more luck when I'd say the players are evenly matched, but definitely, if you get unmatched skills at the table, you can find a more skilled team can manage to eke out more of those books than you might expect.
right, right. And the last time I did it, this was at a an event uh right here outside of Raleigh. Um, it was me and three brand new people, right? And so I'm teaching the entire table how to play spades for the first time. It was cool because we kind of had some coaches that could kind of play and kind of help out, but it was me and three brand new people who didn't play in college and never learned how to play, and they always played in like an aggressive environment, so they never wanted to learn how to play because that was their impression of spades. So this was, hey, look, I'm gonna teach you. There's nobody going to yell at you. Nobody's going to um so yeah, I really enjoyed it. 6-4 bid. 2K took another bag, 409 to 233. So again, we're seeing which race is going to end. Which race is going to end first? Is it the bags, or is it the game? The game of
I'm
500.
surprised we haven't seen more nils. Now with this ace, I jumped over here with this ace two, probably not, but the rest of the hand wasn't as bad.
Oh yeah, definitely not. But I mean, if you have two of the top four spades, you don't go nil.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So Wang in the chat said you can board talk. You cannot board talk. You can talk to your partner, but you cannot board. That is still against the rules. We do have an admin in the game. Shout out to Shake.
Mm-hmm.
She pretty much runs the day-to-day operations of the tournament. So she's in there. So if she catches anybody doing what would be considered board talk, then that's a forfeit. That's something we definitely don't tolerate. We've actually eliminated teams from earlier tournaments for for suspected cheating. So
Let's see. Yeah, okay. Looking here.
I think they're safe. So
Then
yep,
now they
and
got it.
then the deuce is boss. But do they get another one?
Yeah,
They might get another
they're
one
probably gonna roll over here.
because you played a 3.
There it is.
There it is. So they're going back on bags.
But while we were talking about the video, there's another thing that I've heard of from some bridge competitions I've been contemplating bringing in, which
Okay.
is adjusting the video so that you can see your opponents but not your partner.
Huh, okay.
So you've probably seen those games where people get really serious in person. They put up those like dividers on the table, so you literally cannot see your
I,
partner across from
I
you.
have not seen that.
Yeah, so
No,
that's
that
that's used in like a lot of bridge tournaments.
okay, okay.
I mean, there's been crazy cheating scandals with like people toe tapping under the table and all sorts of fun stuff. But they're trying to cut back on the possibility as much as possible. And there's an interesting thing you can do online, right? Is you can make it so you can see your opponents, so that you can actually have some validation that they're not like on the phone with somebody else at least or something.
Yep.
But you're not creating that additional communication channel with your partner.
Right. So let's talk about what's happening here. Ray went 5, Don went nil. If they both make their bid, this game is over. 350 plus 50 plus 100 is exactly 500. So they can even take a bag if they want.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about bags here.
Nope. And quite honestly, they're going to get that nil. It really depends on it. Are they going to get that? Are they going to get the 5? That one is a little bit less.
Yeah, because Jack.
Let's kind of see because all right. So play the Jack. Oh, I actually didn't realize that was the last. Oh, this is over. Can you back this up about two? Can you back this up about two books, please?
That ace right there. That's what I think both of us were looking at and
Yes.
thinking that they
I was
weren't.
expecting Diggs to play the 3, which meant that Ace would have.
So the problem though is like he kind of had to play it because otherwise Don gets it with the. Well, no, wait.
No,
That's
if
even
Dig
no.
plays
Don
the
went
3,
nil. What's going on here? Yeah.
if Dig plays the 3, that Ace is still boss. Sniper still has spades. Sniper has the ace. This would have came down to the last couple of cards, but now that Dig threw away the ace, this game is over.
Yeah, I don't understand that play.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's let it play out because we already know how it ends. Because that's number 5 right there. And then we see Don's hand. I mean, that's just
Yeah, I mean, and there's the possibility, Dig could be thinking about still trying to break the nil.
yeah. Because I guess because he saw the queen come out. He saw the queen come out. Oh, maybe Don still has decently high spades. So I get it. Of course, we have the benefit of seeing all the cards. Yep. So yeah, this game is over. 2K9 up 2 games to 1, and they took both of their games on Bowie's rules. 501, 347.
Props.
So the champs are coming. If Clint was here, champs are coming from behind here. Yeah, you caught it, right?
All right, on to game 4.
Game 4. Back to ace high.
Will we have a game 5?
Will we have a game 5? Can Team Bowie beat 2K on their own terms again? And first hand bids itself. So, and you know what we haven't seen that we saw yesterday and that we saw Monday?
Ray got a
Oh,
nice
goodness
first
gracious.
hand.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right. See how this plays out. Once that ace comes out, Sniper, you're
But
hoping
I'm
for
looking like, do we
your
have a
four.
chance of are they going to make board?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're gonna cut here. So that's 3. Yes, they're gonna
Yeah,
make
okay.
board.
Well,
That's
yeah.
the ace is
They've got
4.
the ace. It's guaranteed.
Yeah. So is it gonna be 8-5 or 9-4? We'll find out once this all plays out. Shopping time.
There's that ace.
And now Ray knows lead with the queen, get all the other spades out of there. The
There we go.
only bum card in his hand is the 4 of heart.
Well, and that's going to end up going to Don.
Provided, yeah, you're right. So yeah, this is a 9-4.
Oh yeah, saw the opponents were out of spades.
Mm-hmm.
Switch suits. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, if they were able to get that strategy out earlier, then they might have quote
Yeah.
unquote set him out the gate. So first hand 90,
Still,
40.
it was good use of the hand.
Yeah. And so here's another kind of like here's another benefit for those who do like to play first hand bids itself. They don't bid 9 in that situation. They either bid 8 or they go aggressive and bid 10, right? If you bid 8, you get 81. So it's a few less points, a few fewer points. If you go 10, you get set and go down 200, right? So them first hand bid itself got them the best possible score they were going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I imagine I would like to chat with them. Do they play eights or dimes, no 9s? Like I said, that's my rule. It's like, you better not bid a 9 at my table.
But we did identify the one other time.
We did.
The one other time that you would do
You're
it.
right. We absolutely did. This is a 6-4 bid, by the way.
Yeah, it's crazy though. We're on game 4, and every team has won with their opponent's rules.
Yes, they won on the road. So AJ asked, with first hand bid itself, how are you able to get stuck? So board is still 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even though you don't bid it, if you don't get 4 books, you go back 40 points. Your opponent still gets, whatever they bid. So even if they get 10, they don't get 200 because technically didn't bid it. So it's almost kind of a slight contradiction, right?
There's no bags.
But, but there are no bags.
Mm-hmm.
So if they would have got 11 books, for example, the score would be 110 to -40. If that helps.
And it's probably worth acknowledging some people play that's game over.
They do play. Yeah, there's people who do play that way. I remember my first year at the Roots Picnic, we had that rule in effect, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the get 10 on the first hand and win, but
no, you can't always control it.
But also, I think 5 or 6 of the first 8 games we played ended with a 10 on the first hand. And I think there's a reason for that. The reason for that is we opened up a new deck every time, and the cards did not get properly shuffled. Because what we did was
who shuffled and how many times?
Yes.
There's a note in the deal statistics section while we're talking about it. Maybe you were working toward that.
Yes, I was.
You're teeing me up.
There's a so you're talking to 2 computer scientists. You're talking to 2 nerds here. And
guilty.
Essentially, it's in manual shuffling. It's essentially about 7 shuffles would make a random shuffle. in
If you're doing a good
on
job.
what's that?
If you're doing a good job
If you're
too.
doing a good job, right?
Like
Minimum
if you
7.
accidentally like slip half the cards one of the times, that doesn't count.
Right, right. Um, but yeah, but there's an algorithm. There is essentially a computer algorithm, a randomizing algorithm that would essentially shuffle the cards in a way that it becomes essentially random
Mm-hmm.
on every hand.
What's crazy about it is it's easier than you'd think to accidentally give uh, weights to cards based on their position in the deck. So, like when you're dealing with an unshuffled deck, um,
Yeah.
part of it is some platforms they don't let you get sufficiently random numbers for just any arbitrary integer you want. So you have to
Mhm.
throw away noise and keep
Yeah.
asking until you've got sufficient amount of random bits.
Yep.
Okay, I'll stop there.
So I wasn't going to bring it up, Devon, but you brought it up. Clinton didn't shuffle 7 times. It was twice, and that's why you got mollywopped by essentially some food truck vendors. That's what happened. So, but again, I wasn't going to say it. Another 6-4 bid, 174 to 171. I believe Dig and Sniper are ahead.
Mm-hmm. In bags.
Can we watch from Don's hand? Let's look at Don's hand.
I mean that's a technical league, but maybe not a lead in the long term.
Yeah, it's not a long-term lead, but if this was the last hand, it's a lead.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, the one game that they lost before tonight was by 1 point to TC Trickster. So there's 4, and then they got, so Sniper still got big spades left. If she can divert to diamonds, which actually he has a high diamond too, but he just pulled the diamond. Okay. This might be a problem. This might be a problem because DC only has
They
hearts.
only have hearts between them. What a unfortunate
Ooh.
distribution for them.
Ooh.
But yeah,
And it's not
the
going to
suits are
matter.
completely split between the two teams. There's no way
Yep.
for the lead to change hands or change
Hey,
teams
what's funny,
anyway.
can you back up a couple, maybe
Yeah.
about 3, to where they have 3 cards apiece? So what's funny is, so when one person has all the books, they get the note that they can claim the rest of the tricks, right? And so if that's not happening, I wonder if it gives false hope to the other team that maybe they can slip in, right? We can see both Sniper and Dig have the winning cards,
Yeah.
but not one has all 3, right? So it's like DC and Ray are probably looking at this like, once that heart comes out, once that heart comes out, once that heart comes out, and that heart never comes,
Never
right?
never
So,
does. Yeah,
all right,
that's an
let's
unusual
play it out.
distribution. It's one of those things you probably don't plan for.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, I mean, you don't expect this 4 clubs to walk. You also don't expect that 7 of diamonds to walk, right? But it also
So
gives them
they
third
get set,
set.
but I have a hard time feeling like it's their fault this time.
Yeah, that's just all right. 218, 111. So the shoes on the other foot. In terms of bags.
Yeah.
So Don still has a decent hand. Well, it's funny. This is a Jen Rubby hand. Like, big spread in spades. They're waiting for the 4 heart. They're waiting for the 6 of diamond. And they can just lay it out.
Oh man, I used to play that on Yahoo back in the day.
Yeah. All right. What's that? A 7-4 bid. Favor the champs. That's an interesting because Don has 5 spades going from the jack down to the 7. So he's going to catch some stuff. And he's going to end up with the last spade at the end of it. He just doesn't have any power in his offsuits.
It feels like there's good chance he's going to take more than that
Oh,
too.
he definitely will.
Yeah.
But like I said, because there's no power, like he comes back with that diamond. Um, like Sniper comes back with the diamond. Everybody still has diamonds.
And now he's guaranteed 2 more.
Mm-hmm. And is that that's the deuce of clubs, so that ace isn't guaranteed. So, well, actually, if he pulls out both arrays, well, no, he's safe. He said, well, no, never mind. They already got there.
Yeah.
I'm not counting right. They already got their 7. So now it's like
Well,
throwing.
were you counting that deuce of spades as high?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I was.
Because I was for a second.
Unfortunately, I think Sniper thinks she got the set.
Trying to bring it home, and yeah, 1 spade left.
And so yeah, and so again, so they're going to take another bag, 2 bags. So they're going back to 190 to 151.
All right, how many hands have we played in this game?
5. And we are, well, somebody broke 200, but yeah, this is going to be one of those slower grind games here.
All right, and so then we've had 1 set. 2K9's been set once, right?
Yep.
And
then Bowie went back
Bowie
on
has
bag.
not been set. They've just gone back on bags. Yeah.
So that's why it's a close game. It's essentially a set versus
rollover. Yeah.
bag collection. Another 7-4 bid. These are interesting. Like 7-4s have been. I wonder.
We're playing a lot of 11 hands for sure.
Yeah.
A few 10s in there.
And those are stats we can get. Like we can kind of get. I'll be interested to see what the average bids for each game, right? Because I think they're going to differ between Bowie's rules and 2K's rules.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to assume the ace high games, the average bids around the table are lower.
Yeah. Yep, I agree with that.
And we're kind of seeing that with accumulating the bags so quickly.
Yep. Yeah, Devon said, I think she wanted the bags because, the score reflects that.
Set.
Right. Okay. Is that all spades for Dig or those clubs in his hand?
For Dig, those are all spades.
It's not going to matter. That king is going to walk.
But the other 2 won't do him any good.
And so they're going to split the bags. 1 and 1. 231, 222. This is virtually even.
I think this question's for you.
About any thought of entertaining a spades lead anytime rule option? That's a really good question. It's something that we'll talk about kind of behind the scenes. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of leave it there because I know people play that way. And I know that does change the dynamic of a game because again, if you are really heavy in spades, right? Again, if you can lead with spades after the first 4 or 5 cards, Trump is different, right? If you can get all the spades out the way, then you just heavy in diamonds. You have high diamonds, high hearts. You can essentially just kind of. So that's a really good question. I appreciate you, Khalid, for asking it. So.
On that note, we were talking about that, I think, in the quarterfinals relative to the renege rule, right? Like, when you're playing that spades, you can only lead spades after they've been broken.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you told me, like, when you play at a table, you give people a little grace. If they throw out a spade, like, no, you can't play that yet.
Right.
If we were, speaking of,
rewind.
All right. So where are we going to go here? So that was Hearts lead. So, all right, hang on. I got to go back.
Yeah, let's. I mean, we can kind of go back a little bit more, just kind of see where it happened, just so we can catch it. So
Everyone's following suit
so those are
there.
all hearts. So that's safe. Those are all hearts. That's safe. I think we can play it from here. So Dig is cutting, but it's not Dig who got caught. Just so let's play it from here. I think we'll catch it from here. So hearts. I think everybody has hearts, and everybody plays hearts. King. Everybody has hearts. Everybody plays hearts. Hearts. Cut here. So it's not a cutting. It's not an early spade. So diamonds here. Okay. Play diamonds. Okay. What did we miss? What did we miss? Do we need to go back to he could have waited until the...
Hang on. So that was the time when Don played a diamond, okay? So when did we see diamonds come out before that? That's what I'm looking
so
for.
that means
Because that could have been
early.
the first opportunity Dig had to prove to.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So let's go back to the beginning of the hand then. I mean, I know it's
There
a little bit. There it is. There it is.
Yep.
There it is. Cut diamonds. And then I think
Dig's paying attention.
That's paying attention. That's a skill.
He logged that, and let's see. So we're how many books later? And
yeah, so this is book number. What is this? Book number 3? This is book number 2.
Book number 2.
No, this is book number 3. This is book number 3. Because he still has
no, he's got 11. This is book number 2.
Book number 2. So he cut diamonds in book number 2. Let's see where he catch.
Oh,
wait a minute.
He threw off on book number 1?
Sure did.
Yeah.
Oh, he reneged twice.
Well, I mean...
Well, he reneged twice on the same...
Yeah, I would say, you're not playing diamonds on the second book. Like, you renege on that first one, you sell it.
But it's funny. Look, like Ray came back with the diamond. It's like, I can't play my 1 diamond here anymore. So he has to cut.
Yep.
He has to run with the lie.
Dig ain't getting fooled.
So BK, and he realized, he's cutting diamonds early. And so yeah, he logged that. And then now he plays a diamond, and then poof, wow, like the instantaneous card come out, player renege drop down.
He just had his finger twitching.
Yep.
Ready to hit that call. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Well,
I think that flips things a bit. 281, 172. Is that their second set?
I was just going to ask the same thing. I think it is.
That is their second set because they got set on the 4th hand, and now this counts as a set. So, yep.
Now they're in set trouble.
Yeah. Wow. Fun times, y'all. All right. But this is a hand. Well, no, you got a book up there. Ace of diamonds, okay.
Ray's got a whole lot of hearts and not much to do with it.
But it's a 5-4 bid.
Oof.
A 5-4 bid. What I was gonna say earlier, and I'm glad I didn't say it because I would have jinxed myself, is like this is not the finals of a tournament is not where you'll catch renege. So, and then there it is.
When all those cards are lit up and the colors match, it gets it's a little easier to just have that mental slip.
Yep. And he can't say, I thought that was the deuce of diamond, because none of these games the deuce of diamond is trump. So
yeah, well, and it's sorted way off to the left in the hand, so I mean, you still got a pretty good visual aid that it ain't worth anything.
Yep. All right. Well, again, 5-4 bid. Both teams are going to make their books. It just really depends on where these bags go. There are 4 bags to be shared amongst the travelers.
This is interesting. I can't tell you if we're going to get game 5 here or not.
Yeah, it is interesting here.
I mean, Bowie's got the advantage right now.
And we got 3 bags out of this. So 334, 213 again. So it's a shorter. I mean, they're not in bag trouble. 4 bags on a 330 score. It's going to be hard to catch. Not impossible, but it's hard to catch 6 bags with essentially 3 hands left.
Yeah,
So,
unless something else goes off here.
yes, of course, like you have no books. Dig went, dig went possible.
Yeah. Well, Nita's got all their books.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going
Another
5-4
5-4.
again. But I don't know. They're working hard to see if they can put someone in bag trouble before the end of this game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, because it's not impossible. And we've seen that both teams have had bag trouble. So
We got some people peeking ahead in the club. Don't spoil it.
yeah, no. Well, in fairness, I don't know either. Like I've been watching these games through here. I have access,
I'm
but I'm not
ignoring my
looking
text
ahead.
messages right now.
Yes, right. I haven't looked at my phone since
Mm-mm.
8:30. So so 2K already got their books and a bag. And smartly kind of throwing off. He's going to catch 2 books that obviously he didn't count. So again, everybody's safe getting their books. Is at this point it's
Who's going to take the bags?
and now Sniper's going to pull the king, so they'll get 1 more bag. But I think they'll split bags here.
Yeah, pretty evenly.
Actually, smart play. They actually gave 2K the extra bag there. So they only come out with 1 bag out of the 4.
3.
So
Yeah.
385, 256 in favor of the defending champs, who are down 2-1. So it's not like we're crowning them just yet. Let's see. Dig again with no hand. And I wouldn't even count a possible out of that. 5 diamonds.
Dig wishing you could live up to the Nilmatic name right now. I'm sure.
Right, yes. That's a perfect nil bid. Nil hand, rather. What's this? A 7-4. Cool. We're getting close. At least we're in double digits this hand.
All right. Well, while we're watching the bag battle play out, I was going to ask you earlier around the renege and when spades can be led.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about an option where renege rules for what's legal change slightly? So everything lights up except spades.
I am 100% on board with that.
Because it seems there's a lot of people that feel the same way you do about this, where it's like it's not the same level of severity as not following suit.
Correct. So yes, I am. That would for me would be the fix. So the only time spades would be allowed is if you also have turned on lead spades anytime or lead spades after the first book. So
yeah, I'm going to take a note on that one when we're done. I think that's a good way to help kind of bounce that out.
Okay. So both teams are going to make their books here.
Once again, who gets the bags? We've got 1 to 2K9. Looks like we're going to see 1 the other way. They split them.
426.
All right, we're in in-game territory.
It's a 99-point swing. So even if blinds were allowed, not yet. This is not 100 points. But we are essentially, that is a 10-point, this is a 10-book lead. We've kind of been hanging out in Don's hand.
Yeah.
I think this one's a little bit more evenly split, though. Yeah,
Nita's got some
let's look at
power.
Sniper. I think Sniper probably has the best hand here. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I'd say
Certainly the
four
best
there.
bid.
It's a 6-4 bid. Jeez, Louise. This is like a slow march to freedom.
Very different than that first game.
Yeah, I saw the timer on that when you started. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a quick one,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and
what
it
we
was quick.
one of those hands, the board was locked up. I don't think we've seen that since.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then it's still just it's two sets for 2K here, right?
Yeah.
And then no sets for Bowie.
Yeah, they just rolled over bags.
Yeah, right. So well, they got their books here, so they're gonna get to 480s. And they're going to throw away
Throw
because
away
I
everything
was
they
not gonna
can.
set a
And I think they're going to be pretty successful at it. Got to take this one.
yeah, they'll take one bag here.
Um,
Oh, maybe
no.
well, yes. So they'll take this 4 of hearts, but then they'll give away the other one. So they'll take 2 bags here, 2K with 9 bags going into what could be the last hand. 487, 369, 12 book lead. If they can avoid 3 bags, this game is over and we're going to a game 5.
All right. I'm going to pause it here for a second. I
Okay, sure.
feel that this is a good hand to maybe dissect a little bit more before we see it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're 2K9 right now. What are you thinking? Like, you haven't seen the bids yet, so I know that might influence a little bit, but
Sure. But
you've only got to get Bowie 3 bags, but that's a lot to do in one hand.
it is a lot to do in one hand, but it's not impossible. And this is the only chance you get, right?
And I gotta say, I doubt Bowie is going to overbid their hand on this.
Right. They have more than 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they go 4 and get 7, that's the 3. They go 5, they have to get 8 to go back. They bid 6, they got to get 9 to go back.
Right. It's just how far below what they think they can get are they willing to bid?
It is a sliding scale here.
This is like the one time playing the bag game gets interesting.
Yes. So, and they also have to. Well, I mean, I guess their bags right here don't matter as much because it's if Bowie gets their books and not enough bags, they win. So they don't really care about their bags right now, but they still are at risk of going back.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they set them back on bags, they still have a mountain to climb.
All right, I'm going to move us over to Dig's hand because he's
Okay.
got more
He's got the
interesting hand
monster
than
here. Well,
Sniper
the
here.
best hand. I won't say monster here, but it's a good hand. Let's play it out. I'm going 4 for Dig.
Let's see here.
Yeah, if I'm bidding my hand, Dig has 4.
Whew. All right, Don threw down 6. Yeah, I know. I'm tilting my head too. Let's. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Don. You earned the
Okay.
you earned the
Okay.
spot. All right, I can see
I
it.
see it.
Mm-hmm.
So they said we're not going for the bags. We're going for the set, and they went
Yeah, they
10.
went 10. All right, that is not
Okay.
what I was expecting.
All that pausing we did to analyze the to
Hey,
analyze the score.
I mean, I'm happy to be proven wrong, right? We've
Yeah.
got good spades players here. We've got folks that are willing to swing for the fences when it's time,
And that's the game. That's it.
but it's
Well, but so yeah, so now it's like, can they give them enough bags to go back?
yeah. Can I switch strategies now? Like, right? They're set, but the game doesn't have to end.
Correct. So they're going back 200 points, but if they can give them bags, that takes them to
Whoa.
well, what happened?
I don't think they switched strategies yet because they threw the 8 on that.
Well, He led, right?
Dig led.
Oh, right. That means he didn't throw the queen. So yeah, you're right.
Like
Yeah.
you're.
So
So I don't think Don's mentally switched gears on this
nope,
book yet.
nope, did not. So yeah, this you're right. They'll get them both anyway. I mean, he's going to catch the queen either way.
Like,
Come, yeah, Don definitely didn't switch. So they got their books, and they're not going to get three.
so that's going to be game then. Unless, well,
Oh,
no, I mean
yes.
they
Hold
got
on.
2 bags. I guess that's not guaranteed. Maybe Don's thinking they
Come
get
on,
away
there.
with it.
There it is. So that's the safe one. Um,
Just squeeze, just
hey,
enough.
529, 169. Guess what, Tony?
We've got game 5.
Going to 5.
Let's go check it out.
Lay of the land. We are back in Wee's backyard. Joker, Joker, Deuce, Ace. Nils are in play. Blind nils are in play. If you're down by 200, Don got some fire.
Gotta say though, these finals have lived up to the hype.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The fact that we went to game 5, I don't think we've gone to so in previous seasons we've gone to like game 7s. We had 7 games. I don't think we've seen a game 7 in the finals. I might be wrong. I might have to, somebody in the chat will correct me. But last season we didn't go. No, we didn't, because we beat JQ Suited in 6, and I think they beat Chaos in 5. So yeah.
The other thing go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so this is the first time we've gone to the deciding game in the finals.
And I feel, those first 2 games kind of swung pretty severely toward one team or the other. I feel the second 2, we saw everything tighten up.
They locked in. I think both teams locked in. And so this is just going to be this is a battle here. Let's look at Don's hand. I know we already kind of mid-hand here, but Don is the one that got money left. I don't think I'm going to have to set them.
I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, we're looking at 11 around the table.
Yeah, I mean, so. It's 11. It's 11 bid, and like I said, he has all the spades left, but I mean, Dig still got the big joker and going to get that one. So this is going to be interesting because, well, he'll get.
All right, Don's feeling confident.
He'll get 3. Yeah. So he's safe.
Yeah, he's playing not to take the bags here.
Yeah, he'll safely get 2 of these.
And Dig's gonna make him take everything he can.
Mm-hmm. As it should. So was this a 6-5? So they'll split the bags.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first game that Bowie has started with the lead.
Interesting stat.
I mean, it's still early.
Unexpected.
It's still early. Don is a decent hand. If this was ace high, that is a championship hand.
That'd be a monster hand in ace high, but not as much.
Yeah, I mean, still a lot of spades, a lot of face cards.
But you're not going to really be able to cash those diamonds for anything.
Say again?
You're not going to be able to cash those diamonds for anything.
No, I mean, the diamonds are a wash, but the fact that he's got one heart, 1 club, some of those spades will play. So,
but cards are pretty bounced around the table. No one's
and unfortunately, Ray burned that king. Although he got the queen and the jack, so now he has tempo. Come back with the queen exactly, and now he can kind of get rid of some of those diamonds. Play the jack, just kind of see how much you can play this out. That was interesting. I think I would have personally played the jack and see how much mileage I could have got out of hearts and forced them to cut it for me.
Yeah.
But I'm not on championship table today.
All right, so they've got their books, and
yeah,
Bowie needs 5.
They need 5 out of 6. They got the top 4 spades left. and some to spare. So yeah, so they're fine because, like I said, they got both jokers, the deuce and the ace, unless they bump, but they're still gonna pull the queen and the. Yep. So they got the last two. And they will again, no, actually, no, they'll give 2K both bags.
Yeah.
So stretching their small lead, just again, this is that chipping away. This is chipping away. I mean, at 6-5, 6-5.
But now we're playing the rules where bigger swings are possible.
That's true. That's true.
Like that incremental march doesn't mean quite as much here.
Yeah, right. Well, it doesn't, but does it? Will either team
feel like taking the big swing?
Well, they take the big swing, or will one team rock the other team to sleep to take that big swing, or force them to take that big swing and miss? So this is another 6-5. Wow, and in the same one. So third straight hand that Bowie has bid 6 and 2K has bid 5. So again, those incremental steps, incremental march to the end.
So you can just feel the focus on the table right now.
Yeah, I wonder how much they're talking. Like only Shake knows how much they were talking.
I bet it is silent.
Yeah, they're locked in here. They're locked in here. This is one of those like, all right,
although you know better, either of these teams really big on getting in each other's heads?
Yeah, well, I definitely know Bowie is. They're talkers.
Okay.
I don't honestly. I've met 2K9. I don't remember if they're big talkers.
Okay.
They're pretty like quiet guys, reserved dudes. When I met them, they real cool. But I just don't remember if they were like on the table, it's trash talkers.
Mm-hmm. That'd be an interesting thing for next season. If any of the teams are interested, if we have a way to work in the actual live feed from what they're saying to each other on the table.
That would be cool.
All right. Apparently Don is a talker. All right.
A talker. Cool. That's why we got the chat. That's why we're doing this live, because you can let us know what's going on. Let me make sure let me see if I got everybody that's talking at least. I think I've acknowledged everybody.
Yeah, I feel, we talk about getting closer to the experience playing at the table. The same thing is for the experience of standing around the table.
Yeah. Yep.
And that feels like maybe that's the next level.
Yeah. So I mean, like, just think about roots. I remember we definitely, especially those final games and those celebrity games, you get the people kind of gathering around to see, their favorite celebrity, or even just like that final game, because it's gonna be a good game. And so yeah, I mean, we got a pretty decent number of people watching now. So
yeah, welcome.
Yeah. Appreciate that. 6-4.
It's a good time to be watching Game 5, last game, winner takes all.
Mm-hmm.
Finals of the 2026 season. Everything's on the line here.
The winner of this game wins the tournament. And right now, the 2-time defending champs are up by 3 books. They have a 2-book lead in this hand. So they're going to build on that lead if they make their books here. Both teams have 3 bags. I'm going to pull the deuce. Six of diamonds. And appreciate you, man. Hey, Devon's the one. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe. If you're in here, make sure you like and subscribe. Tasha's in the building. And Rock's suggestion, 2K got to start getting hands and bidding them and max out. And so that's right. That's what this turns into. It's like, all right, if you get like you're behind now, you are 5 books behind. It's been a very clean game here. Do you need to take a big swing like max bid? But if you get set, right? So, and they're not getting the hands. I mean, Ray got a decent hand up there, but it's a 5-5 bid, which means this is going to maintain.
Ray's probably going to be more fun to watch this hand at least.
Yeah, definitely. But this is going to maintain the lead by Bowie, and it really depends on the bags here. So we are approaching bag caution. I'd actually say 2K might be in bag trouble. They already have 5 bags and less than 200 points.
Yeah.
So
you kind of start factoring in a negative 100 at that point.
And then how do you feel when you start getting close to bags? Like it's like, oh, okay, it starts to get a little bit tight, right? And then just to Rock's point, you got to max bid to prevent from getting more bags.
Well, yeah, that puts the pressure on bidding higher, but that's where you got to be careful.
That's where you make mistakes.
Yeah.
That's where you make mistakes. So they've gotten their 5.
You still got to make sure you're bidding your hand.
Yes. So they got the 5.
But honestly, both these teams doing a real good job of staying locked in right now.
I think so. They're going to make their books right here. Dig counted that perfectly. Dig knew how many hearts were left, and he knew he had 2 of them. And so he knew he could throw that low heart and still win with the king.
I gotta admit, that's where I'm not at Dig's level. Like I get tired of counting that many cards. I get lazy.
Yeah. Well, again, if you're playing your home rules, you know exactly how many are in each suit. So let's look at let's look at Sniper's hand. Sniper got the money, not a lot of help in the offsuits. And it's very even, but you know, solid 3 bid. All right. So
you want to comment on the comments?
I do. So let's make sure we're doing 6-5 bid here. So again, Bowie's gonna build on that lead by another book, right? But Devon said, me and my partner, shout out to Daisy. We got a rule that I won't share. So they got secrets, y'all, for the next season. So they come in with some smoke. Because teams know to bag us, and we lose all in the chat have led with that. So it's time for a change. I hear you, man. They are veterans of this. Listen, I'm not trying to flame you, bro, but like Double D's haven't had a lot of success in this tournament, but they're very consistent, and we appreciate them. I think they've been in the last 3 seasons. I don't remember if they were in my season, that first season, but shout out to Double D, shout out to Devon and Aunt Daisy, because they play. They play. They don't forfeit either. Like I hate when teams lose and then they want to like just fall off. That's corny to me. Because I can name names, but I won't. So I'm keeping it positive. Shout out to Double D's. They come to play, and again, I've met them in person. They're real cool people. So yeah. 6-5. 6-5. 5.
I mean, I don't think we've seen any individual bid higher than a 4 in a few hands here, have we?
I don't think so. I don't think well, no, like mathematically you can't, it kind of almost can't. Um, but yeah, so
I'm
this
gonna
has been
stay
a
on Ray.
very even game, but then 356 to 298, 41 to 37 in terms of books. And if you factor in that they might have been given some bags left and right, this could be literally an even game if they had all bid perfectly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's not the case. There's a lot of bags out there, but this has been a very even game, and this is will at this point. This is just who's going to get to the finish line first. Like, who said it? Where is it? Bag boys getting bagged out. Yeah, kinda. I got the stat that 2K do collect a lot of bags. They do go back on bags quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they're living up to that nickname, if you will.
So they like to bid a little conservatively on average.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, we're game 5 here. Scores are still close. Lady Luck could come and hand someone a gift.
That's the true statement. Back it up,
That.
back it up, back it up, back it up.
All right. So that got called. That get called at the end? I think it did.
It got called like that. They still had a card or two left. So let's back it up about 4
So
because
I mean, I'm guessing diamonds since that's all Ray has for the
okay.
last 2 books.
And he played the
There it
Joker on
is.
that deuce of diamond.
Actually, I think that was the
He
8.
can,
That was the 8
no,
that was
no,
left.
yes, he played the Joker on the 8
So
of diamonds.
that's it, and basically got called within a couple books.
Womp womp womp. So that might have
That changes
shifted.
things.
That changes a lot of things.
All right.
So now 416 to 248 in favor of the champs. So the champs are 2 hands away at worst
I
from
got to give
defending their championship.
Clint his props here, though. I do really feel Reneg has added another level to the competition. I think it was a little messy early on in the season
Yeah,
as
yeah,
the teams
definitely.
adjusted to it, but like you're trying to focus on everything else at this point, and it
Yeah.
just adds that little bit of extra mental load.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And when, especially, I mean, again, these guys have been playing since 8. I know we're a little bit behind them, but I mean, they play for about 2 hours. So
Mm-hmm.
this is just kind of a mental grind at this point. And it's a slip. Yeah. So
Yeah, there's no reason to do that. That was just fatigue, I think, at this point.
yep. A 5-4 bid, which means we're playing the bag game on this hand. And I am not going to say skip ahead because something magical is probably going to happen if I say skip ahead.
Well, someone will renege again.
Yeah. But is that only their first set though?
We can speed it up, though. How about that?
Let's speed it up, sure.
Although if I pull that open, we're going to have an idea how much is left in the game. But
That's true. All right, cool. Let's run it.
here's what we're going to do instead. I'm just going to speed up the individual cards a bit.
Okay. Yep. Perfect. Okay.
And we'll take it from here.
Okay.
All right.
468 to 190. So this could potentially be the last hand of the tournament.
But only 2 bags is tight.
Yes. With only so they have to get 2 bags. I mean, they have to avoid 2 bags, and make their books, and the championship is over. So that's kind of where we are.
They only need board.
Wait, do you go 9? How can we
What?
Don's hand?
I mean, I don't think that's
The Okay, that's a slip. But what's above 9? What's below 9? Is it the 5?
Is that a slip or a signal?
We're gonna find out together. We are gonna find out together.
Good.
Um,
Like we're going 10, basically. We're gonna set them. We're not gonna
yeah,
try to bag them. We're gonna
yeah,
set them. And
yeah.
to me,
That's
that's
what
the
that is.
signal.
That's what that is.
I don't
Yes,
care
it's
what
like
you have.
we're going
Take it to
10.
10.
Yep.
So
And so let's see. So there's they have 2 so far. This is one of those hands where it's like you can't guarantee that they got their 4. Like they got the deuce, but Dig still got spades.
and as long as they sit on it and they hold that big joker.
Yep.
All right. So they're gonna
Okay, so
get
here comes the 7.
they're gonna get the deuce, but where does the rest of it go? I think the challenge
That,
is once they take it, they've got the clubs.
that's it. That's it.
There it is. So they're gonna make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the trophy.
I will applaud the effort, though.
Yeah, definitely,
They saw the
definitely.
situation. They knew the assignment. They swung for it when the time was right. It didn't work out, but like they gave us a good show.
509 to -10 in game number 5. Team Bowie
With
are
I
the
think
3-time.
their closest victory yet.
Definitely, definitely.
I think this may be the first time we see a little crack in the armor
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Well, so in the playoffs, yes.
in the playoffs. Yes, I
Yeah,
know
yeah. I
regular
mean, it's definitely
season.
the closest. It's the definitely closest finals they've had.
Hmm.
Um, and I think they went to like a game 5 with in an earlier round. But wow.
But
So
congrats, three-time
congrats to
champs.
Team
Well
Bowie.
played. Some excellent spades. Thanks for the show. For the rest of us watching,
Good deal. Yeah, any last words before we sign out for the season?
I would say we got any questions in the comments is what I want to hear.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you got us for a little bit. So anything they can't
They
keep
can't
getting
keep
away with
getting away
this.
with this. I think
um,
wrapping up the season, the most we talked about a couple of these items throughout just off the cuff, but like what are things people want to see for next season?
yeah, that would be good. What kind of things do you want to see for future seasons? Because just in thinking about what we've done over the past say 3 seasons, right? Like the growth of the tournament, even though this was a quote unquote smaller tournament, but just the amount of things you're able to do in the app, the club, the new club, the cards, the mesh, the not mesh, the felt, right? Yeah, so show the felt, right? Um, right? Just kind of being able to get branded. So, if you're running your own club out there and you want, your own branded club, talking to the right people here. So,
Coming
yeah,
soon.
coming soon. Coming soon. But yeah, this
Currently
is where we
invite
are.
only, but you can always reach out.
Yep. And I'm not in the chat, but y'all know how to reach me. Tony Touch is not hard to find either.
You
You can get to
always
either
hit
one of
that.
us through people you already know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hit up Shake, you hit up Clint. If you don't have already direct access to me or Tony, you can get to us. So, but yeah, man, I'm feeling it, man. Yeah, Bowie is 2003 Lakers. Yeah, man, this was what's up, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me, Tony. Appreciate y'all
Appreciate
watching the
you.
stream. We got
This has
another
been
vote.
fun.
Say again.
This has been fun.
This has been fun. This has been fun. Like, listen, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. You and I are not Clinton and Ty Davis.
No, we are not.
We're not going to do the jokes. We're not going to. That's not our warehouse. right? We are two, may I dare say it, we are two computer nerds who love this game. You know what I mean? And so when we kind of look at like cards and we can analyze things, that's our strength is
Hmm.
analyzing position, analyzing the cards, counting the cards. That's where we live. We don't have the jokes for you, right? But we're going to give you some great analysis of what's going on in the game.
You just got me thinking about one of my other ideas for future seasons that we've talked about in the past. We haven't done it, but we look at sporting events going on TV, and there's all this kind of digital augmentation going on, right? Where the line for where you got to go for the first down, or
Hmm.
count down the shot clock, you name it, right? And it's like, what are the similar things we've got a fully digital table. What are the
Right.
similar things that we can bring onto the table here when we're watching that can elevate kind of the surface some of the deeper knowledge of what's going on without having to sit and figure it out?
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. Yeah, you're right. It's like just all the things they've done. Like I'm thinking about like how they add. I think hockey was the first one to kind of add the little streak around the puck,
Hmm.
and it changes colors. Where if you're doing just a pass versus a shot, I know MLB now has the strike zone. Um, what am I missing? Football, like you said, has the first down markers, red zone type things. There's a lot of things that you can do with this, and so I'm definitely looking forward to next season. Um, I think you have another vote for running Spades from the beginning. Um, so that's out there. I do have to get some Shao Kahn gear, man. I was watching WrestleMania this weekend, and apparently Mortal Kombat 2, the movie is coming out.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like
Yeah, and so
taking me back.
one of the players had the Shao Kahn helmet as he walked to the ring. So that was pretty cool. So that means I know that's out there. So I'm getting it. I'm going to find something. So you're right. I like the Shao Kahn gear. I'm with it. So Rock said he got some ideas for visuals. So yeah, man, this is a great end of season. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for joining me. I hope we did Shake proud and Clinton Ty Davis. For the last time this season, Professor T, your final boss, Tony Touch. Congrats to the champs. We're out. Oh, I do have something that says final
Oh,
boss, by the way. I do have final boss gear.
all right.
Yes. Now I have a hat that says final boss, but we're signing off.